Happy Saturday. I want to talk to you about some secret law of attraction verses in the Bible. Did you know the Bible talks about the law of attraction? It's not the same law of attraction. It's the real law of attraction, according to Jesus. I wrote the book, The Law of Attraction According to Jesus. Jesus was very big on the law of attraction. He knew how to attract what he wanted. He made it happen. To attract something is to cause it to come to you. And that's what Jesus did. He made things come to him. He made money come to him. He made healing come to him. Not to him, but to other people. I practice the law of attraction according to Jesus. I do it the same way he did, and I get the same results. Say this with me. The rest of my life is the best of my life.
The rest of my life is the best of my life.
And the best of my life
And the best of my life
is the rest of my life.
is the rest of my life.
Everything I touch turns to gold.
Everything I touch turns to gold.
I am smart,
I'm smart.
getting smarter every day.
Getting smarter every day.
I am extremely talented.
Extremely talented.
Great things are coming my way.
And great things are coming my way.
Everything always works out for me.
Everything always works out for
I am
me.
a wonderful person.
I am a wonderful person.
Pastor Jim is a wonderful pastor.
Pastor Jim is a wonderful pastor.
Wonderful pastor.
Wonderful.
Pastor Jim is the ultimate pastor.
The ultimate pastor.
Because I get results.
Yes.
Thank you. And I'm available.
Yes.
I tell everybody, I'm probably not the only person who can actually get results, but I'm the only one who can get results who is available to you. And I can not only get results in my own life, but I can get results in your life. And that's what makes this the most unique ministry in the world. People call me from all over the world. People in Australia, they had a brutal shutdown during COVID. Our partners did okay. They did very well. Why? Because we made it happen. We attracted that stuff, huh? Hey, if you did your offerings and donations yesterday and your tithe, because yesterday was offering day, make sure you call me today. Some of you did. But I want the rest of you to call so I can bless you. We don't necessarily bless the offerings. We bless the people. Huh? That's what happened with Abraham. When he got ready to do his tithe, he got blessed. There's nothing mentioned in there about blessing the offering. Pertaining to Abraham. No, the priest blessed him. So that's what I do. I bless you. Share this video with everybody you know. Please. I want you to be blessed. Jesus explained the law of attraction in one verse, and then the Apostle Paul reiterated. Can you say reiterate?
Reiterate.
That's your word for today is reiterate. I don't know what it means, but it sounds good. I think that means repeated it. But in Mark 11, chapter 20, verse 23, Mark chapter 11, verse 23, Jesus said, now he's telling the people how to use their faith. He said, have faith in God. That means have the faith of God. Have faith like God has faith. So if you're going to exercise the law of attraction, number one, you have to have faith like God has faith. So ask yourself, how does God have faith? God uses his faith to call things into being, to attract, if you want to use that word, attract what he wants. He attracted light by saying, light be. Did he or did he not? Yes, he did. He attracted animals by saying, animals be. Let there be animals. He attracted fish. He attracted people. Of course, he made the person out of mud. And then he breathed into their nose. But he made it all happen. Let me show you. In Hebrews chapter 12, verse 5, it says, by faith, Hebrews 11, verse 3. Through faith, we understand that the worlds, plural, were framed by the word of God, by God's words, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. God attracted the whole world with his words. Now, the law of attraction, according to the New Agers, is thinking about things and going, or whatever they do. But that, and then having the universe provide for you. Well, I got news for you, folks. The universe don't provide nothing for you. The universe itself was provided by God. We don't worship the creation. The universe is the creation. God is the creator. We worship the creator, not the creation. That's where the New Agers are off track. They worship the creation. They believe the creation provides. The creation don't provide nothing, but the creator does. You say something. Jesus is explaining this. I'm going to tell you how this works. He explains in Mark 11:23. He says, have faith in God. That's verse 22. The God kind of faith. You see that you create things. You are created to be a creator. God says, let us create people in our image after our likeness. In other words, to look like us and to act like us, to do what we do. And that is to create. But I can't create stars and moons, not that I know of. I don't have that kind of faith yet. But I can create good things in my own life. I can create within my family, within my church, within my bank account. Mine. I can create in my world, in my kingdom. Everybody has a kingdom. For truly I say unto you, Jesus said, that whosoever shall speak to this problem, hindrance, or an obstacle, and they use the word mountain in the King James Version, be removed and be cast into the sea, and be removed a long ways, but shall believe that those things which he says shall come to pass, he shall have whatever he says. Jesus said in this verse, if you say it and believe it, you got it. It will come to you. So the way to attract things is to say it and believe it. If you say it and believe it, you're going to get it. Now we go to Romans chapter 4, verse 17, as it is written, I have made thee a father of many nations, many people. Before him whom he believed, even God, who quickens the dead and calls those things which be not as though they were. Example. When God said light, it was dark. When he said animals be, there was no animals. But after he said light be, light came. We don't know how quickly. A lot of people think it was instant. We don't know. I'm thinking it was probably pretty fast. It may have been instant. I'm not sure. The Bible doesn't tell us. When God said, let there be animals, we don't know how long it took for the animals to come. But it was probably pretty quick. But God created animals with his words. He called things that be not as though they be. That's why in Joel chapter 3, it says, let the weak say, I am strong. Well, what are the weak doing? They are attracting strength. They're saying opposite of what they... If you don't like what you have, say the opposite. Don't say what you have. Oh, Pastor Jim, I can't pay my bills. Well, I got news for you. You still won't be able to pay your bills. Because you're calling things that be as though they are. Here it says, who calls things that be not as though they are. When God said light, there was no light. But he said light. Why would he look into the dark and say light when it was dark? Because he had intended to attract light. And that's exactly what he did. Why would you say, I am strong, if you can't hardly get out of a chair? Because God knows your body will conform to your words. Your life will conform to your words. When you look at a sticker on a new car, what do you say? I can't afford that. You never will. But you look at that sticker and say, I'll have that someday soon. I got news for you. That car is in your future. You drive through a nice neighborhood and look at the houses. What do you say? I can't afford them. Or do you say, I'll have one of those very soon? I got news for you. A house like that is in your future. Very short future. We had some people that Mary and I know, and he's a contractor. And he was working on these houses out here on the beach. And he says, we couldn't even afford the electricity in one of these houses. That's what he said. And then his wife said to us, he's working out there on the beach on those houses. She says, we couldn't even afford the electricity in them houses. I got news for you. They never will. Because they created poverty in their life. I didn't want to tell them. We're living in one of those houses, and it's paid for. I didn't want to tell them that, because they would feel bad. But I'm sitting there thinking, we're living in one of those houses that they say they can't afford the electricity for. What's the difference? Because we said we would have one. We said we would live in abundance. We kept saying we would live in abundance, and now we do. What you say and believe will come to pass. That's the law of attraction according to Jesus. You call me, I'll speak it over your life. I'll speak that you're going to have it, and watch what happens.